This is what's going to be home tonight. About 6.5 miles or so I think I got in today. It was good, a lot of fun. All right, I get my stuff set up, and get some water and get some food going.
It's my job to be cleaning up this mess, and that's enough reason to go for me. It's my job to be better than the rest, and that makes the day for me. Got an uncle that owns a bank, he's a self-made millionaire. He never had anyone to thank, never had no one to care.
It's just the way I started a back flush every time, hopefully trying to extend the life of the filter and the speed in which the filter works as a gravity filter. Well, camp's all set up. I thought I'd like to show you my cooking system that I got going today. We got the Clausinator tree shelf in action. Claus, I love this thing. It's fantastic. No bending down, no squatting. It's really great. And then over here, pot stand with the Foster piece cut out, and then just a Foster pot with a couple of cups of water boiling. And it's boiling because tonight I'm having Mountain House spaghetti and meat sauce, and I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to that. I've got my Mountain House meal in the cozy, getting ready. About 10 minutes away, I'm gonna have some food. Pretty hungry. Being the first day of any significant hiking and the ups and downs and some of the things, I'm looking forward to it. So I talked about this earlier. This is my SPOT Gen3, Generation 3 personal locator beacon. What this allows me to do is a few key things. Number one, in the event of a catastrophe or an emergency, I can push a button, it'll activate emergency services. They'll have helicopters and policemen and the Navy and the Army and the Marines and the Air Force and the Coast Guard and everybody else out looking for me. Now, I hope to never use it for those means. From a more realistic standpoint, there's a couple of features that are really cool about this. Number one, I can push the I'm OK button, and it'll send a message, a text message or an email message to anybody I want it to. So my wife in this instance and my hiking buddy are going to get a text message when I got to camp basically saying, hey, I'm okay, still having fun, life is good. The second neat feature is I can set this up so that every 10 minutes it will record my location on Google Maps basically. So what I did for my wife and my hiking buddy, I set it up so they could click on a link, and at any time that they were so interested, they could click on the link, see on Google Maps where my last position was. And it allows, to kind of follow along and see where I've been. And I had a neat idea that I was thinking about doing with this is on hammock forums prior to taking off for my 65-mile hike in the Adirondacks in New York, I might send the link so that anybody that was so interested, if you had nothing better to do than to see where Rob was today hiking, you could be able to click and and see where the location is. I'm still thinking about it. I actually came up with the idea while I was hiking today. I'm not sure. I might do it. Give me some feedback if you would. Let me know. Send a message either here on YouTube or back in hammock forums and tell me if that's something you guys would be interested in. All right. I got to think about getting some food in today. I'm getting pretty hungry. Good morning, America. It's about 8 o'clock. I slept in. The cold last night was 32 degrees. Rained, damp, wet, chilly. Time for some coffee. Let's take a look at what we got going on out here. All right, life is good. We've got ourselves some coffee and a peanut butter Pop-Tart. I made a decision that if you can lay in your hammock, run the camera, and make coffee, you are officially an Olympic athlete. I couldn't get it done. I wanted to show you guys making some coffee in the hammock. Wasn't gonna happen for me. So I bailed on you guys and focused on the coffee. And honestly, that's what I'm gonna do again right now. So with my first spring overnight, there's some things that you forget about a little bit. And one of them for me is how much I do not like owls in the middle of the night. I don't know what it is, there's something about them, but owls in the middle of the night, I don't find them all that fun. So there's an owl out there somewhere that was having a good time last night, and I wasn't. This is my Dorsett from Wilderness Logic, specifically for the tadpole tarp that I'm using. I always bring this with me on every trip. I always set it up on the head end of my hammock, and I'll hang my backpack from the head end. It just provides a little bit more protection. Something I started doing recently from an order from Marty and the folks at Wilderness Logics, I got one of their flags, which is also a bag. So what I've been doing the last couple of times is storing my Dorsett right in here. So I store the door in the flag bag, say that, flag bag, and then throw it in the bottom of my stuff sack where my tarp goes, and everything works fine. Something new I'm going to try, I've never done before, is putting my quilts in without having them in a stuff sack. I've read on the forum a number of people who will load their quilts this way. I've never done it, so I thought I'd give it a try today. I've got only about 6 miles to go, and I don't have any place to stay the night tonight, so I thought I'd give that a try and see how it goes. All right, time to hit the trail. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Full-on lazy morning, relaxing morning. Loved it. Took about 2 hours to have breakfast, fiddle around, and get stuff packed up. I like the way that my backpack came out without putting my stuff in a stuff sack. Seemed a little bit easier. We'll see how the pack carries and how it rides. I might give it a go. It's warmed up to 35 degrees, 5.5 miles. Let's go. It's about 11 o'clock this morning. I've been going for about an hour. I am on the seasonal dirt road part of it. I've been on it for a little bit. Not much more left of the seasonal dirt road. This waterfalls crosses the seasonal dirt road, Morgan Hill Road. It's real pretty. It goes down quite a ways here in front of me. I'm going to take you around it a little bit, and I'm going to show you the next series of falls. Unbelievable, huh? This is just down from the last place I just showed you. Look at that, the sun's coming out. Here comes the sun. This is incredible. It's about 11:15. I'm almost at the end of the dirt road walk, but this is one of the things I was really looking forward to. Now, I'm going to show you something I'm not real happy about seeing. I'm not sure, guys, if you can make out the twisted tea can. I'm going to try to get that out of here. Hold on just a second. Got that garbage, that twisted tea can out of there. That thing was still full. Amazing sometimes. You get something as beautiful as this, can't figure it out. It's close to the road, I guess. I'm just down the road a little bit from where I picked up that can of twisted tea. I started thinking about one of the Hickory Brothers videos where I believe Hickory found a bottle of beer in an old fire pit somewhere. I think it was in the Linville Gorge. And he took the cap off it and took a drink. I did not do that. I emptied it out. I didn't have the guts to do that, so it just made me think of that. It's pretty funny. Almost done with this road walk. Can't wait to get back here into the woods here in a second. Sun's come out. I bet you it's warmed up 10 degrees. It's 11:41 right now. So I've been on the trail about an hour and 40 minutes. Most of it was the road walk. It was good. Trail is great in the woods. Road is good, trail is great. I guess that's words to hike by. I started to get warm. So I said, well, I'm gonna pull my little balaclava bandana deal down off my forehead and ears, and I realized I still have my headlamp on. A good man will hike in the middle of the day with a headlamp on his head. Does anybody have any idea what these things are? There's two of them here by the trail. Looks like they're made out of cardboard. They're real low to the ground. Metal pipe. I don't know if I know what those things are. Bird feeder, fly catcher, bee trap. I got no idea. This one's been destroyed. Anybody knows what those things are? If you'd leave a comment, I'd be interested to find out. Beats me. Maybe they're to catch Bigfoot. Well, I just crossed the Onondaga 1 road. I've got another little bit of a section, about 7/10 of a mile, Well, we've made it to Shackham Pond, another gorgeous spot. It's about 12:15, so I've been on the trail about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I could just stare out here at this place for a long, long time. It's so pretty. Right over there is where I shot the last clip from. And this is the view of all of Shackham Pond. This section of the trail crosses right by an old family burial site. I can't make out the names very well. On the stones. But this is an old family burial site. I'm not real sure how old it is. I believe there's some information on the website about it. Whenever I cross by here, I always wonder, how big was this tree when these folks passed away? Or was that tree maybe even planted at the time of the passings? Okay, it's 12:32. I'm almost back to the car. I really do appreciate you guys coming along and watching the video, and it's been about 22 hours, 21 and a half hours or so since I left the car. I've covered just over 12 miles, about 12.3. It's been a ton of fun. I have missed getting out here with no snow on the ground, no bugs, and just enjoying some time alone in the wilderness. Leave a comment. If you're interested enough to subscribe, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. Next weekend, I'm going to join some folks from Hammock Forum, and we're going to go down to the Finger Lakes National Forest Saturday and Sunday and do a trip. Hope to do some filming there and put a video up. And about 5 weeks from now, I'll be out on the Northville-Placid trail with my good buddy, finishing up the last 65 miles of that thing. It's going to be a great accomplishment. We can't wait. We're really excited. Again, thinking about using my SPOT Gen3 to let people track along and see the trip. If you're interested in that, if you think that'd be something you'd want to kind of watch over the course of 4.5 or 5 days, just to see and look at the Google Maps and check out what the SPOT Gen3 will do, by all means, let me know. All right, guys, thanks again.